Good morning, boys and girls. Trying a new mic position today, so hoping it's working, because where I had it before I was constantly having to swallow the phone, which, you know. Anyway, the reason I'm on this morning is because I'm a little bit, I don't know, annoyed. I was watching some videos the other night and there's a felt my back wheel niggle a bit there. There's a young boy, or young man offering some advice. And yeah, I picked up on the fact that he wasn't really looking behind him quite enough for his own safety, which is, I felt was a fair comment. I just want to see him last a bit longer. But because he hasn't moved on to a bigger bike or a bigger licence, despite his years of riding, he got slated, really slagged off. That niggled me a bit. So I stepped in, trying to be a bit cryptic, but a bit, you know. Anyway, all I got was abuse, or sarcasm. Now, sarcasm is a form of abuse. It's what bullies use. So if I was back in the army or police force, yeah, I'm an old codger now, but if I was, I'd have this young man on my side any day, because he's willing to learn, but more importantly, he's willing to share his experience. Now, that's important in this world, sharing your skills and experiences at whatever level of development you are. Whereas Mr. Numpty, I wouldn't tolerate for 2 minutes. I'd have probably knocked him into a little heap. Now, I showed the video to my friend who's a psychiatric nurse, and he reckons this guy who's giving all the abuse, the verbal abuse and the sarcasm and the "you're not good enough because you haven't been riding as long as I have and I'm an expert" type advice. My friend Ian, who's a psychiatric nurse as well, he probably hasn't got any friends, but it sounds more like he's a suppressed homosexual. So if you do listen to this, come out of the cupboard, you'll feel a lot better and you won't need quite so much sarcasm and anger. Just a thought, you know. You know, I can't be bothered overtaking today. It's one of those days, isn't it? You come out sometimes and you just want to trundle. The old tractor's going well. Thank you, NT8. Skeggy, love your pipes. I was thinking about getting an Nautilus horn, but at the moment 34 quid's a little bit on the or you know, about that mark, a little bit dear for me at the moment. So as soon as I get a bit of spare cash, I'm going to get one. I love it. And as for the pipes, mate, well, sadly I've not found any decent sounding pipes for a BMW. Everyone who makes exhaust pipes for BMWs makes them so that they sound like sewing machines, or according to Tom, tractors. That's one thing I do miss, decent set of pipes. If there's anybody out there got a second-hand set of trumpets that'll make an old 800 BMW sound nice, give us a PM. Cheap pipes, of course, that is. No dealers jumping it at 100. No dealers jumping in at 90 quid a piece or whatever. Let's be sensible here, chaps. My front brake lever felt a little bit soft there. I just need to do a bleed through. I haven't done it for 6 months. And here's a tip for a lot of bikers who don't know: your brake fluid does go off. The high temperature that your front or back disc work at, usually the front disc, boil the brake fluid. and eventually it will suck moisture in or create small air bubbles that will destroy its efficiency. So if you ever have the slightest thought that your front brake pedal's just that fraction less tight as it used to be, just dump your brake fluid. For the sake of 50p's worth of brake fluid, it's worth the peace of mind, don't you think? You've got to go and get a few essentials. No, not chocky bickies. Oh, all right, chocky bickies. I've got a sink full of dirty washing because I run out of fairy liquid. Looked like a rabbit caught in headlights, that woman in that car. Startled. Oh, he might come in, he's going to beat me up. Am I mumbling? Yeah.